Hey guys, before we start the episode today, I want to announce a brand new sponsor of the show, Cranial Nerve Records. This organization has been fundamental in securing live shows to the podcast, and we cannot be more grateful to them. Reach out to them for bookings today via email at cranialnerverecords@gmail.com. This episode is also sponsored by Guerrilla Graphics Design Agency, who can provide you top-tier effects and production value. They have everything you can ask for, including professional equipment and a stellar end product from top to bottom. Head over to GuerrillaGraphics.com for all of your design needs today. That's GuerrillaGraphics.com. Guys, you know it. Starbucks Productions, they're the backbone to many of the events that you see in the Midwest, from EDM festivals to late night hip hop shows. They've been working closely with this podcast since the beginning, and we always have things planned for the future. So if you're looking to plan your next gig or event, head over to their Facebook page to learn more today. Guys, this episode is also sponsored by Boggs Hall Avenue Tavern, located at 834 Hall Avenue, right in Des Moines, Iowa. This is a very local and fun venue that hosts a wide range of different artists from across the state and more. Stop in today if you want a cold beer and some fun music. All right, what's up, motherfuckers? This is the Macau Stars podcast, live from the Hall Ave Tavern. This is the first time that we've ever done this. We've ever done a we're here in New Year's live performance. So yeah, we're doing this. This is fucking great shit. Let me call up my guests today. These are basically just all the lead singers of the bands. Give it up for Harrison Holthus from American Hole Wizard, Chad Fields from Triple Elvis, Nate Boyce from Wolf Among Us, and Jason Boggs from Resurrection Mary. Yeah, come up to the stage, guys. Okay. Well, we only have seats for 4, but there's also what was his name, sorry?
David. Stay in the mic. David, come up too, from Triple Elvis. Nope, I'll just be the lead singer then, fine.
Someone want to kill the music? Is there a way to do that?
They're killing her.
I know we already started, but is there a way to kill that music?
Thank you.
Do we just have to talk? Is that the whole thing? Well, that's our job. We're here talking.
Well, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, this is.
I feel like we're in a forum or some shit.
So when it comes to the subject of UFOs, they've been here traveling from the 23rd dimension.
Hey, man, this is a really cool thing, though. I got to say, this is really different and very cool of you to do.
Yeah.
Everybody involved in it.
And we're all,
cool.
I think, pretty much sober right now, too, right?
Well,
yeah.
Well,
I
speak
am.
for yourself. I took like 5 CBD gummies, so I'm pretty.
My wife drove me
pretty
here.
chilling. Yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah. So let me ask you guys. We introduced you guys. What kind of group? What groups you're in. Let's just go down the line. How long you've been doing what you've been doing, and all that, etc. Get into it.
Hey, I'm Harrison. I've been doing American Hole Wizard since about December of last year, so about a year now. I don't know. I went kind of crazy, and I made albums in my basement, and I scared everyone that came over to play with me, so I just kept doing it by myself, and here I am. But now I'm doing it, so I'm ready to get people on.
Well, interacting with you, it's not surprising. So, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What do you think it was, though? What do you think it was that scared people away? What would you say, if you were to surmise?
Well, my father is a very serious music guy. He's got many master's degrees in Philharmonic, this and that. And so I was raised by a very serious musician, and the way rock and roll works, I've found, is a lot different than the way the symphony works, where they're very strict and stern and all business. So actually, we get to have fun, which, that's new. That's interesting. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right.
No, I did cello for years, and I left it because you felt like a wound up monkey, just like, all right, play for 10 hours, bunch of all that shit. And here in rock, when you guys are doing rock, you get to chill out and hang out and all that.
Loosey goosey.
Chad Fields, what about you? How long have you been doing what you do?
Total 25 years,
Holy
so a heck of a long time.
shit.
With this band that we're in now, Triple Elvis.
How old are you? 75?
About plus or minus 5. So a long time, back in the glory days of the 90s. And then with the current band that I'm in now, I think a lot of us have a long history of playing rock and roll music in other bands. We've been playing kind of like in our basements and whatnot, and just kind of like inviting friends over, just trying stuff out different for 5 years, and then decided to kind of bring it up on stage. Feel we were ready to go about 2 years ago, and then actually got on stage about 2 months ago.
Wow. Okay. So, you've been doing this for a while. What do you think is the biggest difference between when you started 25 years ago and now? Both in terms of, I guess, the scene and where you're at.
Okay, as far as the scene goes, I don't know much of the scene anymore because I'm busy doing, you know, 75-year-old man stuff, you know, like screaming at the TV, looking at the kids and getting scared. So I don't know about the music scene really in Des Moines. There are a lot of bands I used to know and guys that are in those that I try to pay attention to. Personally, I think it's actually been kind of nice to go learn how to be professional about it, you know, and like not just go, I'll just write the lyrics on stage at the time when I'm singing it, but actually like work that stuff out. That's been very helpful, and I think that comes with with me, age, I guess, but if you're lucky, it comes younger, you know, than that. 75, you better do it now. Better practice and be professional now.
Yeah, man. Well, I hope you live to see the next year. I mean, for how old you are.
I hope so.
You're at that point, you know. Shit, this might be the last podcast.
Yeah, this could be the last time on stage. Well, thanks for bringing me down. But
No.
I thought 23 was going to be my lucky year.
This is it, man. Yeah.
Shit. Nate,
Oh, God.
you look like you've been doing it for a while.
Wow, that was a backhanded compliment.
Hey, FX called. They're casting for the new season of Sons of Anarchy. I don't know if you.
Well, I'm full on board, but everybody's dead, ain't they? I thought everybody died.
I never actually saw it. I saw the first episode, and she was like, "Oh,
I didn't go beyond. When they killed Peggy Bundy, that was it. I was done. I think that was the last episode, actually. Shit, that kind of ages me a little bit. Okay, anyway.
Spoiler alert.
Let's go. Yeah, in case you haven't seen it yet. All right, so anyways, yeah, go ahead.
So I guess how long you been doing what you're doing?
150 years.
Awesome. How did you manage?
I've done it since I was like 13 years old.
You know, compared to him, you've aged gracefully. It's amazing.
Well, it's called Just for Men.
Just a touch of gray.
Yeah, you wash it out just a little bit at a time, man. It really works out. It's cool. No, I've really been doing it since I was 13. I started out, had some guys that were like well into their late 20s seek me out because they heard I was a singer in southern Iowa, Osceola, O-Town, down there where the Lakeside Casino lives. They actually came and sought me out, and I've been playing in bands ever since, and I haven't been smart enough to quit.
Well, no, I'm kidding. No, I'm glad that you keep doing it and all that. So, so I guess like you've been doing this for a long time. Let me ask you the same question I asked him. Like, what has been the biggest difference for you in terms of like when you started and now, both in your career and the scene?
Right now, like what you're going to see tonight is a side project that I started, which has become way more important to me than I thought it would be in the beginning. I've got Blacked Out World. I don't know if you guys are all familiar with Blacked Out World. Yeah.
I'm not.
All right, that's my main gig, but this A Wolf Among Us has become truly that, A Wolf Among Us, because it lets me get loose on all my other stuff, because I truly believe that, and I told Boggs this. Me and Boggs actually had an in-depth conversation about this where he really chewed my ass, like told
He
me
wanted to quit.
I wanted to quit Blacked Out World, and he says, you don't have to. You don't have to. Just do you. And because a band dies doesn't mean the songs have to die. So I started this because I didn't want the songs to die, because it's not a Blacked Out World song. It's a Tribulations at the Sun song, or it's a Boggy Depot song, or it's a Nate Boyce song. So that's really what I started A Wolf Among Us about, and it's actually become its own thing, and I cannot tell you how happy I am to be doing A Wolf Among Us. I'm extremely thrilled to do it.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah. Jason.
And to play with my buddy Richie again and my good friend Jason fucking McCorkle over there. So there you go.
Yeah.
Jason, you look like John C. Riley if he never had a career.
Well, I think I'm a little better looking than him too, though.
Way
Well, I
better
would- I
looking
should-
than John C.
I
Reilly.
should have been in Boogie Nights. That should have been me.
You
Dirk
minus-
Dangler. I could have been Dirk Dangler. God, I really got quiet there. How you doing? Horse walks in the bar. The bartender says, "Hey, why the long face?" Hey, there, someone gets it.
Hey, you want a time machine to time back to that joke as well?
Let me tell you what. If I had a time machine, I'd go back to 1970, and I'd be in a band for 10 years, because that's when music was really, really good, and I would never come back. So there you go. Give me a time machine. Let me go see Led Zeppelin. Let me go see when music was real and people weren't plugging their fucking laptops into something saying, "Oh, I can't do a gig because I don't have backup vocals."
And they killed you.
Yeah, look at that. He can't say
Man
that.
killed you.
We got to censor that.
You can't say that shit
I
on
believe in
air.
live music. Live music. All the bands are going to play live music. Live.
Live.
Not
Hell
a
yeah.
Commodore 64.
Hell yeah.
Hallelujah.
In all sincereness, Jason, I really appreciate you having us all here today,
Yeah.
man. You know what you and Zach are doing. That's the whole reason we're here doing this live. It's fucking awesome, man. I love this. Speaking of Zach, this motherfucker, I love him, but he painted this whole thing as being a raunchy podcast. So I feel like I have to live up to that expectation and ask you guys: do you enjoy eating pussy?
Yes.
Jeez,
Hell
thanks
yeah.
for asking that question with my
My
mom
man.
sitting at the bar. Mom, go outside. I've got a technique. I've got everything down to a science.
Well,
Let me
this
tell
is
you
not
what.
your mom's podcast.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If Bill Stowe is here, I'd tell him about the floods that I could make happen, all right?
Well, you guys are cool.
How's that for raunchy? Jeez, Nate didn't even say anything of that.
I said, man.
All right. How about this? We're just gonna go through the Pornhub categories. No, I'm kidding. What's your favorite position?
Whatever she'll let me do.
Yeah, I'm just happy
Just
to be part of
whatever.
it.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be there.
Sure.
Just
Just whatever.
Audience, you guys. How are you guys
I'll
doing
just
tonight?
stand in
huh?
the corner with a Peter Pan mask.
That one.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's good. As you can tell, I'm really prepared for this. I have a stack of notes here. Let me ask you guys though, for real. It's New Year's Eve. I hate to ask the fucking old age, generic, stupid ass question. But highlight of the year for each of you. Go.
I got my kids their first guitars. I guess that was pretty cool. That was pretty cute. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, and Benny got drums too. I have a lot of kids.
So how fucking annoying has that been?
Actually, the more you have, the easier it is. It's economics of scale. It's a real thing. It all kind of works out. And when the oldest girl kind of gets to the age where she's past just playing with baby dolls, she could actually like pick up a baby for 5 minutes. All of a sudden you're not as worried. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I don't know. If I had the school rock in my basement, I'd shoot myself or something. I don't know. Zach, what about you? What's been your highlights for the year 2022?
For me, watching my son learn how to drive. So he's getting a little older now. So watching him learn how to
Okay.
get
So
behind
that's also
a
been a
Ranger.
terrifying experience. I'm sure.
Terrifying and fun at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
Kids these days don't necessarily want to get out on the road as much. They want to stay inside and look at the computers. So
Yeah.
it's just a good thing to get him outside into a.
Are you teaching him
watching.
how to text and drive?
Yeah,
'cause
exactly.
there's a method. There's a method. It's every half second, like a phone road. It works.
Yeah, pay attention.
Hey,
to
I
me.
delivered, and I never got in an accident. So it works. It's PSA here. Anyways, Nate, what about you? What's your 2022? Yeah.
I would honestly say putting together Wolf Among Us. It's
Okay, so that happened this year.
it's
Okay.
very recent. This is like our fourth show here, I think. Maybe it started out as Nate Boyce and Friends, and I was like, I don't want the Nate Boyce ahead of it, but yeah, it's been very therapeutic for me, so I think it's good, and it's been the highlight. I don't drag myself to this shit, so I really like this. So that's where I'm at.
Do you have a motorcycle? I feel like for real, like you. Have a
No, I want to live. I get that all the time. People are like, "Oh, do you ride?" I'm like, "No, I play guitar and I sing." But do you ride? No, I want to live. I'll be a cage driver. That's what they call them, right?
Yeah.
You drive a cage. All right
right.
then.
You're riding the gravy train.
I'm gonna live. I'll scoop you up and throw you in the back of my truck when you. That's where I'm at. My dad did. That's not funny. No, that's fine. It's fine. That was 40 years ago. It's cool. But yeah, no, I want to live. I don't. I've rode. I have. But yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
no.
Jason. Jason.
I do have a motorcycle, and I like to get on that motherfucker.
And look at
I
him.
like to ride. It's like, yeah. Well, this has nothing to do with the bike. I'll tell you what. One thing that I did this year that I'm so proud of. It's kind of a lot of things. Resurrection Mary opened up for a lot of great bands. I would say Blacktop Mojo was probably one of our favorite bands we opened up for. We opened up for the Meteors. We opened up for the Obsessed, which is a stoner rock band. I mean, legendary, incredible stoner rock band. We opened up for some big bands. Head PE. We played the Wildwood 3 times in Iowa City. We played Gabe's. We got out. We played around. We spread our seed around, and we had a good time doing it. And this is our 25th gig tonight, which it doesn't sound like a
Congratulations,
lot, but really that is, because that's like playing every other week. And when
Yeah.
when you're an original band and you're playing with 2 or 3 other bands on a bill, that's a lot. It's a lot of shows. So this is our 25th show tonight, and that's how we're gonna end 2022. This is show number 25. And Tyler, I don't know how he does it. This guy is so athletic. He's jumping all over the place. Jumps down. I never see him fall. He could probably be someone's stunt double. There's a better career for this guy out there. He could probably be making 6 figures. But he's jumping off his amplifier. He's running around. He's jumping on things. He's kind of like the Ace Frehley of the band, but with coordination. He's very athletic. And so, I mean, sometimes I'm like, Jesus, Tyler, just hold still. Play your guitar. But yeah, we've had a good year. I'd say this is my favorite year for Resurrection Mary. We started this band not with the same members, but this band was started back here in 2006. So this is our 17th year.
Wow.
I've gone through 3 different whole lineup changes, but that's what it takes. People get married, they quit, they have back problems, whatever. You get new people and you carry on.
Yeah.
That's what happens. So we're like Resurrection Mary Mark IV.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, because you guys are all ancient. No, I'm kidding.
We are.
No, because you guys have been doing, this for a long time. How do you have that work-life balance? Like you said, like people get, married and have kids and shit, and it's hard.
Well, I don't know what it's like for all these other guys. I'm single. I don't have kids. I have a bar, which is like having 3 teenage daughters. So this helps my band out at least. So we kind of work in conjunction. But for me, I know it's easy. I don't know how you guys do it though, because I know my girlfriends used to get bitchy at me. Kind of like, oh, geez, you're not playing another show. You're not buying another guitar, are you? Yes.
My
Yes.
house is the band house, so I'm always there.
Hey, Kiss wrote a
So-
song about it.
Angie, I hear you calling.
All right, that was
But Nate
not.
can't come
But
home.
and also I have a very understanding wife who really don't give a shit. She just holds up in her bedroom and says, "Fuck it, go to town." She's really awesome. So
The room next to my
if I want to play music, we're playing music.
the room next to my music room has a jungle gym in it. Really?
Yeah, right on.
Kids can be your audience, There
Yeah.
you go.
You could do some Pink Floyd shit. Just be like, hey, let's do some Another Brick in the Wall.
Melatonin of the moon.
They
Have some
love
melatonin.
everything you do.
Here we go.
Are you kids getting tired?
The great gig in the sky.
See, there's some age difference, but I can't hang. I know it. I know the music. I grew up on that shit. I know I'm young, but anyways. Psychedelics. You guys ever fuck with it? Did that just make everybody uncomfortable? You're like, oh fuck.
No comment.
You're all under arrest. No, I'm kidding.
That's stuff you do in your 20s. So I mean,
Yeah, I
you get that.
did- yeah.
You get that. You get that shit out of your system. You do that in your 20s.
Yep.
Sure.
That's
But
Been
what
there,
you do.
done that. Good. Next.
Yeah.
Next, yeah.
Back in my day, you would make it out a lot.
I think we need to do
Back in my days, as a
Back in my day, that wouldn't
75-year-old.
happen.
I think at 1 a.m. when we're all a little bit more honest, we can really do some more of this podcast.
We didn't have them.
Man,
back
my kids might hear this. Shit, man. Yeah, they know. They know.
You guys are good sports. I fucking love it. We've been doing this for a while. I have something that we do usually for the show. It's called the Fucked Up Bucket. If the show's not been fucked up enough already. What we have is a series of prompts, questions, etc. That are on little slips of paper. Our guests do not have to read them. I don't make anybody do that, but if they don't, they're a pussy. So I encourage everybody to read it.
Okay.
And fuck, I think we just should go down the line. Jason, I think you should start since
I'd be glad to.
since you're on the end and this is your place.
Okay.
I'm about to ruin my relationship with this bar forever.
Yeah, we didn't see it. Doesn't matter. There you go. There's the bucket.
If you want to satisfy your partner in the bedroom,
Oh, fucking hell.
meth is a cheaper alternative to Viagra. Wow. I've never done methamphetamines in my life, and I never will.
Amy
But I
got
do have
some?
some Viagra. And it... No, so stay away from meth, kids. Don't do meth, do math. Add 2 and 2. Know what your multiplication tables are. Don't do meth. Let me tell you what. I bought this bar. It'll be 8 years in March, and I've been drinking here since I was underage. And I remember coming in one day, and this was when methamphetamines was really bad. Here's a PSA for everybody. Listen up. And everyone in here looked like a cartoon character from The Simpsons. And I didn't know because I don't do drugs. And I came in here one day, and I was like, what's wrong with everybody? And my brother, who has done every drug there is, said, well, that's because everyone's fucked up on meth in there. And I said, what's meth? He's like, it's that shit that makes people fucked up, dude. And so all you have to do, really, anything you want to know about that, is just look at people who do meth, and you'll never do meth again. And if there's anyone out here who did meth and you're recovering, I'm proud of you because you know what? Drugs are seductive. They're very seductive. And if you're clean from drugs, man, if you're clean from alcohol and you're here being sober night, look, I want to sell drinks, but also I appreciate you being a human being and being safe. Don't do drugs. There's no reason to be laying down here in the ditch unless you're Zach, because I'll take care of Zach personally. But yeah, let's abstain from stuff like methamphetamines. Let's do it.
Well, speak for yourself.
And I don't think if I was in the I suppose it's if I was in the bedroom and I had a choice between meth and Viagra, I would snort the hell out of some Viagra before I touch meth. So
Well, there's
You think that
certain
would work?
aspects. It's
That's
the same
me.
result sometimes.
There's
but,
no
down with
negative
dope.
about
I don't
up
know.
with
I've
hope,
never done meth. But I would take a Viagra and I'd drink a Red Bull and we're good. Put
And
on
you're
some-
chasing a car with a weird boner.
I'll put on some mood music. I'll put on some Gary Puckett to get her into the. I feel like I'm drunk right now, and all I've had is
This
a
is
Pepsi
actually
Zero.
good, man. I'm
Just
digging
sitting
the
next
shit
to
out of
Nate,
this.
I feel like we're the Blues Brothers.
Oh man,
I feel like we're already like wasted or something. How am I
I
gonna
actually
perform?
resemble that compliment. Yeah, that's good.
2 chickens and a Coke, is that what you want?
No, we're
Loaf of
me
bread.
and Boggs go way,
Loaf of
way,
bread.
way back.
Well, actually, funny story. 2004, Andy's out there. My old band, Monkey Proof, my old band, and Tribulations of the Sun. And who was the third band? We played the Ballyhoo in Perry, 2004 New Year's Eve, right here, right here. We all played the Ballyhoo
We did.
back in 04. So 18 years ago, this guy and I and Andy and Richie, we all played the Ballyhoo in Perry, Iowa. I still have some free drink tickets from that.
Holy
Swear to
shit.
God. Swear to God. We rocked. We rocked that night, didn't we?
Yeah, oh yeah.
There was a massive snowstorm the next day, and I had to go back. I was bartending downtown at Zim's, and one half of my
God, I think I've got a whole nother story, but that's not for this podcast.
my van was just all covered with ice. So 18 years ago, right here, we played the Ballyhoo in Perry.
We did. We did.
And how can I only be 30 and we did that 18 years ago?
I don't know.
Anybody know? Okay, you know about the Ballyhoo.
Well,
in
again,
Perry.
just for men.
Just for men.
Just for men.
See how I digress from that? Okay.
I was gonna say we got.
You're next.
Yeah. Well.
Hey, you
Okay.
mind putting the mic a little farther away from?
This is like I don't know how to work a mic.
Well, clearly.
All right. So at what age is it creepy to fuck an 18 to
I think it says yo-yo.
18 to whatever?
That says
year old?
yo. 18 to yo.
18-year-old.
Oh,
At what
damn.
age is it creepy? Well,
Sorry, I didn't know we were giving cards. to
I don't know.
Grandpa.
That
My
would
bad.
be a question for
76.
the late Hugh Hefner, because he didn't have any problems fucking any of them. I, however, would have a huge problem fucking an 18-year-old because we would have nothing in common. I'm pretty sure she doesn't know the weird shit that would get me off.
I don't know. They have the
Because-
internet now, though. They have TikTok.
They don't know shit. It takes a good. You got to have a good 40-year-old woman in order to know how to fucking tickle the taint, do whatever you got to do to get a fucking guy off. Maybe stick a fucking finger in, one knuckle deep, just to fucking get a guy to fucking get where he needs to go.
I'm very uncomfortable with my
And
mother sitting
I'm
at the bar
very
right
sure. Oh shit! I'm sorry.
now. No, it's okay.
Hey, that is a message we promote. So I.
But I will say that I am uncomfortable now because there is no fucking way I am ever banging an 18-year-old because she would be left very disappointed, probably hurt, and unsure of her future relations because I just showed her some shit that she will never get over.
Father?
If you don't believe me, ask the wife. There's the love of my life.
I think we
right
should
there.
move on to the next person here.
It wasn't my question.
No, it wasn't. You're honest.
You're reading
You're
this.
honest.
I was honest.
Yeah, he was honest.
Sometimes you just gotta.
This is great. I love it.
Mine
Can we
is
maybe dim the lights a little bit more or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is spot
You want me to just blur out your faces and post?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Bleep
I
out
got,
your names.
I got no shame.
It's just me and the podcast. We don't even have guests today. They're just.
It wasn't my question.
They'll never let me into Mensa now.
okay. Mine is the people with a room full of fish tanks are probably the same people who would have owned slaves. Now I'm old enough to remember back then, and I don't remember too many fish tanks in the same, but maybe
You know what the
They
term
like to keep
cracker
those.
comes from?
cracker.
Yeah, from like
Yeah.
cracking the whip.
Yeah.
I always thought it was because we looked like saltine crackers.
Oh,
Well, we do.
No, because it's the whip cracking, right?
Yeah.
Crack the whip.
crackers. Oh my God, I was today years old when I learned that.
Yeah. Actually, it kind of reminds me of one of my favorite Guns N' Roses songs. Pretty Tied Up.
Hanging upside.
I know this chick, she lives down on Melrose. Thank you, that was excellent, man.
You learned that right after you learned the N word, right?
I learned the N-word
that was
in church.
uncomfortable.
I learned the N-word in church. I don't use it, but that's the first time I've ever heard it. It's in
That's
church.
actually pretty informative. That's
Yeah.
good shit. Thank you, 75-year-old man.
Wealth of knowledge. People just leave us in the dust. They don't realize, appreciate the experience.
Right,
Experience brings anymore.
right.
Harrison, what do you got for us, man?
All right, female farts are weird.
They are weird.
Goddamn right. Male farts, in contrast, tend to be masculine, prominent, and mean, like an angry warrior. But female farts are soft and uncomfortably out of place, like Kanye West.
He's soft.
What do you think?
Her farts are awful.
They smell like sulfur.
Oh God.
So what's worse? Women farts, dog farts, kid farts.
Kid farts.
Damn.
It's all those, the kid cuisine, like.
What's your worst diaper story? I've never asked this question. What the fuck is your worst diaper story from you guys? Because you all, how many of you have kids? You got kids, right?
Many.
Diaper? What?
Yeah, no.
All right, tell your
I've-
diaper. What's your worst diaper story? What's you picked up your kid and you're like, oh my god, he's dripping. What the fuck is going on? What?
So,
Tell me.
Oh, I got one. So I'm on the phone with my wife. We're dating. We're living together. And all of a sudden, my daughter, she's like, I don't know, 2, 3 years old, and she says, "Help! Help!" I turn around, and she has shit clear up her back, clear into every crease of the couch. And I said, I gotta go. So I get off the phone, and there's my daughter sitting in a pile of her own shit. And it's literally caked like in between the creases everywhere, clear up her back. I'm like, oh my God. So it's literally like that scene on three men and a baby, where I'm like holding her and I'm hosing her ass off. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know what to do about this.
Jesus, this is what I missed out on not having kids.
Oh yeah, have kids. They said it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and meanwhile, I've got this couch. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck to do about this. It was a fucking mess.
Yeah.
So yeah, have some kids. If you haven't had kids, have some.
You know, I'm not gonna lie.
It's a
That's
good
like
time.
50% of the reason why I don't want to have them.
Yeah.
Because of the shit.
Caked in shit in between the creases of your couch. That's a good reason.
You know what I think of when I think of shit? I think of disease. Children are a disease. No, I'm kidding.
Little.
I think that's a Marilyn Manson album.
The children are a disease. The children are a disease.
Oh, that's fucking great. Harrison, what's your shit story?
So I was changing the baby, and she had a diarrhea surprise, and it was green, and it was nasty, and it wasn't anything tasty, you know. And anyways, I got the dirty one under her, and then it turns into a diarrhea cannon again while her butt's in the air. Everyone who has had kids has probably gotten peed on once. It happens, but this was a shit cannon, you know. And I really had to change my clothes after that. I was unhappy with that, but it's funny now.
But part of you liked it, right? No.
I was unhappy with that. I was unhappy.
Well,
Very unhappy.
I don't have kids, so I don't have any shit stories.
Well.
All right, do we draw more?
Oh shit. Okay.
Do we check?
Oh shit.
How you doing?
Hello.
Hey.
That was.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
we back
We're
on?
back.
Real
We're
time.
back. We're dealing with technology from the 80s, so bear with us.
Okay.
Hey, this is fitting that I got this. Craziest psychedelic / drug story you've ever experienced or heard. I had a friend who knew a guy who took acid, and he drove to his boss's house and jerked off in his bed. That is a true. They cut me off. Okay, there you go. That's a true story. Jesus Christ, what's going on? Well, I think that's a sign to wrap this up, everybody. Unless you guys have anything else you want to say. This is the first time we're doing this, so I really appreciate everybody.
I ate an edible once, and for 8 hours I was not right. 8 hours.
You're still not
8 hours. No, I was not right. Don't do the edibles. Only buy them if they're in a package. If someone gives you a brownie and says, "Oh no, this is okay. I ate the whole thing, Boggs." Oh, okay. 8 hours. 8 hours.
Jesus.
Jeez. No. Deadly.
Okay, but for real, do you guys have any? I mean, obviously, we're gonna perform. All of you guys.
Damn it.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Mine works. You probably should.
I don't think it works, actually.
Hello. Testing. This is wow. I guess we'll just hand the mic down. What do you guys got coming up in the future? Obviously, like I said, we're all performing. You guys are all performing tonight. But do you guys have any projects? Anything else coming down the pipeline that you want to mention before we wrap this up?
Yeah, I need a band. So if anyone's interested, it's American Hole Wizard. There's 2 albums on YouTube. They're garbage, but it's delicious garbage. Like if someone throws away a good panini, it's right there. Yeah.
We're just taking it day by day, week by week. So we'll hope to play live again sometime soon.
Hell yeah.
We're excited for the opportunity tonight. We'll see what happens.
Hell yeah. What about you, man?
Let me get that. Oh, yeah, hey.
Okay. All right.
Here we go.
Hey, that one works.
Check
Kinda,
one.
sorta.
Check.
No, or not. Son of a bitch. Hey. Okay.
There we go.
Blacked Out World. My main gig has a show at XBK Live next Friday. Y'all should come check that shit out with Destrophy and a bunch of other guys I've never heard of. So that's cool. Because that's usually how it works, right?
Well, and Blacked Out World is playing here. My birthday party. How you doing?
What the hell is going on?
February 18th, we're playing here with Blacked
Hey.
Out World and All Things Lost. St. Patrick's Day.
All right. Well, that was the
Okay.
podcast, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Or, well,
Yeah.
people watching online tuning in. Yeah, we'll be back. We're here every Monday and Thursday on the YouTube. We have a website, McAllister Hours. We're on all platforms, etc. All right. Have a good night, everybody.